What if the pursuit of beauty came at the ultimate price, your career, your wealth, even your health? Hollywood has seen countless icons fall from red carpet royalty to tragic cautionary tales, all because of plastic surgeries gone disastrously wrong. If you've ever wondered how a single choice can unravel decades of fame and success, you're about to find out. Stay with us as we uncover the shocking stories, the biggest missteps, and the hard lessons these celebrities learned far too late. Sahar Tabar, born Fateme Kishvand, became an international sensation after her haunting zombie-like images spread rapidly across the internet. Many early reports claimed she had undergone close to 50 plastic surgeries to achieve her unsettling appearance. Later, Sahar explained that most of the widely shared photos were intentionally exaggerated through heavy editing filters and digital distortion. Still, when the images first surfaced in 2017, viewers immediately compared her to an eerie, warped version of Angelina Jolie. The reaction was a mix of fascination and discomfort, as millions wondered how far a young person might go to craft an identity that stands out in a world obsessed with attention. Although the exact number of cosmetic procedures she had remains unclear, her story sparked global conversations about modern beauty standards, body modification, and the growing pressure of online fame. What began as a shocking internet trend soon took a troubling turn. Sahar was arrested in Iran on charges related to violating cultural norms through her online presence. She initially faced the possibility of a harsh sentence, but widespread public concern and international criticism eventually led to her release. Her case illustrates the complicated relationship between self-expression and social boundaries, especially in cultures with strict expectations. Today, Sahar Tabar's story serves as both a cautionary tale and a reflection of the digital age. It invites us, especially those watching these trends from a distance, to consider deeper questions. In a world shaped by social media, who gets to define beauty? And how much might someone sacrifice simply to be noticed? Jedlicka, widely recognized as the original human Ken doll, has pushed the idea of cosmetic transformation further than most people could ever imagine. Over the years, he has undergone well over 1,000 procedures and spent nearly $1 million reshaping his features from his nose and jawline to his shoulders, triceps, and glutes. His fascination with sculpting the body began when he was only 13, inspired by glamorous television programs like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. For Justin, these shows represented a world where reinvention seemed limitless, and plastic surgery soon became his chosen path to self-creation. To him, cosmetic enhancement is not merely about improving appearance. Justin considers it a form of artistry, personal freedom, and a chance to build the identity he envisions. His procedures range from a $15,000 hair transplant to the surgical removal of prominent forehead veins, something he chose simply because they reminded him of actress Julia Roberts. Though unusual to many, each change reflects Justin's determination to control how he presents himself to the world. His dramatic journey eventually brought him to reality television, where millions watched his ongoing transformation with a mixture of curiosity, admiration, and disbelief. While some critics see his choices as extreme or unnecessary, Justin views them as a defiant stand against conventional beauty standards. He believes that everyone should have the right to design their own version of perfection, no matter how unconventional it may seem. In the end, his story invites us to reflect on a deeper question in a society that constantly defines what beauty should be. How far would any of us go to shape the person we want to become? Michael Jackson's physical evolution remains one of the most widely discussed and unforgettable transformations in modern entertainment. Over several decades, the dramatic changes in his appearance, especially his facial structure and skin tone, became almost as famous as his music. Early photographs of Michael compared with images taken close to his passing in 2009 revealed just how extensive those changes were. His journey reportedly began in 1979 with his first rhinoplasty following a dance rehearsal injury, a procedure that would mark the start of many more to come. Some sources have even suggested that he encouraged his sister LaToya Jackson to explore cosmetic enhancements herself. Experts such as Dr. E.A. Gorbis have estimated that Michael may have undergone close to 100 surgical procedures throughout his life. Many critics argued that the sheer number of operations left him nearly unrecognizable, dramatically altering the features he was born with. Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked alongside surgeons involved in Jackson's care, recalled that the singer received cheek implants, eyelid surgeries, several rhinoplasties, and even a procedure to create a chin cleft. According to some accounts, Michael sometimes underwent multiple surgeries in a single session, reportedly as many as a dozen procedures every few months. His relentless pursuit of a new image captivated the public, while also raising concerns about the emotional and psychological pressures tied to global stardom. For many, Michael Jackson's transformation became a symbol of the complicated relationship between fame, personal identity, and the desire to meet or redefine beauty standards. His story continues to spark reflection on how far someone might go when the world is constantly watching. Hong Mioku, once a rising model and singer from South Korea, has become a haunting reminder of how the pursuit of beauty can take a devastating turn. In her 20s, she began seeking cosmetic treatments in hopes of preserving a youthful appearance. She frequently traveled to Japan with her husband for procedures, believing each enhancement would bring her closer to the image she desired. But instead of subtle refinement, her face gradually began to swell and distort. Over time, surgeons refused to perform additional operations, warning that any further work would cause serious harm. Even her loved ones struggled to recognize the woman she used to be. Driven by desperation and unable to accept her changing appearance, Hang eventually sought help from an unlicensed individual who injected industrial silicone into her face. When she could no longer obtain the substance, she made a heartbreaking decision. She began injecting cooking oil herself. The consequences were catastrophic. Her face became severely swollen and hardened, leading local media to cruelly nickname her fan face. In the years that followed, Hang underwent more than 10 corrective surgeries, during which doctors removed roughly 60 grams of foreign material from her face and nearly 200 grams from her neck. Though these procedures reduced some swelling, they could not undo the long-term damage. Today, Hang lives a far quieter life working at a secondhand shop, a striking contrast to her earlier days of glamour. Her story stands as a powerful cautionary tale about the dangers of extreme body modification, the pressure to meet unrealistic beauty ideals, and the irreversible consequences that can follow when those pressures go too far. Jessica Alves, formerly known as Rodrigo Alves, has spent more than $800,000 on cosmetic procedures throughout a lifelong effort to remake herself into a living doll. Her journey began at just 17 when she underwent her first surgery to correct a hormone condition that caused excess breast tissue growth. Years of bullying and harsh comments about her appearance deepened her insecurities, pushing her toward an ongoing quest for reinvention. Over time, Jessica transformed nearly every feature of her body, undergoing facial contouring, multiple rhinoplasties, skin-tightening treatments, and many other procedures designed to reshape her image. But the cost of this transformation went far beyond money. During one operation, she developed a severe infection that nearly reached her heart and put her life at serious risk. Another surgery left her nose so structurally damaged that she could breathe only through her mouth. Despite repeated warnings from medical professionals, Jessica continued seeking additional procedures. Eventually, she was diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder, a condition that explained her fixation on perceived imperfections and her need for constant physical change. Over time, Jessica confronted a deeper truth about her identity. and made the decision to transition. With that step, her focus shifted away from achieving an artificial doll-like appearance toward pursuing what she describes as a more authentic feminine beauty. Today, she speaks candidly about her experiences, the hardships, the emotional toll, and the lessons learned along the way. Her story is more than a tale of extreme transformation. It reflects resilience, the courage to embrace one's true self, and the ongoing struggle many face in seeking acceptance in a world that often judges harshly. Simon Cowell, the well-known television judge behind The X Factor and the Global Got Talent franchise, has long been recognized not only for his sharp wit, but also for his noticeably changing appearance. Over the years, his cosmetic treatments became a frequent topic of conversation, and by 2023, Simon himself openly admitted that he had gone too far. Many viewers commented that the procedures made him look overly enhanced, with some even comparing his appearance to something out of a comedy sketch. The turning point came when his young son, Eric, reacted with confusion and discomfort upon seeing Simon's altered face. Realizing how unsettling the changes had become even to his own child, Simon reconsidered his approach to cosmetic enhancement. He soon decided to abandon invasive procedures entirely. Instead, he shifted toward non-surgical self-care, choosing simple routines like professional facials and gentle skin treatments. Along with scaling back on cosmetic work, Simon also made significant lifestyle changes. He began eating a healthier diet, drinking more water, and placing greater emphasis on overall wellness rather than physical perfection. These adjustments not only improved his appearance naturally, but also contributed to his emotional well-being. Simon's experience reminds us that real transformation doesn't always come from dramatic procedures or quick fixes. For him, the journey became one of balanced self-reflection and recognizing what truly matters. His story offers a valuable lesson: enhancing one's life starts within, and the most meaningful improvements often come from prioritizing health, clarity, and genuine self-acceptance. Heidi Montag, best known for her appearances on Laguna Beach and later on The Hills, learned firsthand that cosmetic surgery is far more complicated and far less glamorous than it often appears. At just 23 years old, she made the life-changing decision to undergo an exhausting 16-hour marathon of procedures. In a single day, she received 10 different operations, including a brow lift, chin reduction, breast enhancement, liposuction, and multiple Botox treatments. While Heidi initially believed these changes would elevate her confidence and public image, the aftermath proved far more difficult than she ever expected. During her recovery, Heidi found herself physically weakened and emotionally fragile. The strong medications left her disoriented, anxious, and overwhelmed. As time passed, she openly admitted deep regret over undergoing so many procedures at such a young age, acknowledging that she didn't fully understand the long-term consequences. Today, she speaks candidly about the pressure she felt to live up to Hollywood's standards and the painful realization that surgery could not fix her inner insecurities. Heidi now uses her experience to caution others, especially young people, about the emotional and physical risks behind extreme cosmetic enhancement. She encourages anyone considering major changes to seek guidance from trusted professionals and loved ones, and to confront the deeper feelings that might be driving their decisions. While she is not entirely opposed to cosmetic treatments, she advocates for realistic expectations and thoughtful reflection. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that true confidence does not come from dramatic alterations or a surgeon's tools. It grows from self-acceptance, emotional clarity, and learning to value oneself beyond outward appearances. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.